have a program that I can edit videos on.
I still can't see you again. What the heck? Every time we start to record the call. I don't know.
Well, it recorded the last time. Both of our.
Yeah, I know it did. I just like seeing your face.
Thank you. I'm glad you like to look at my face. Well, with that, I'm definitely leaving that in for this intro because that's too funny not to. Welcome back to the Bree Blah O podcast, the Live, Laugh, Love of Metal. Which, surprisingly, we got an episode out sooner than 6 months.
Yeah, we did.
2 months. And that's because Danny's with us again as co-host. He did such a good job. He came back. I don't know where I was going with that. I had an idea and just lost it.
I had to come back for fun and to go Bree, Blah, and O.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, I need a co-host anyways because I can't do this by myself. I work better with riffing off of people.
Yeah, and I'm good at making stuff up as we go. So that's why this works. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for coming back to another episode of the podcast. We're excited you guys are here. We got a fun one in store for you guys today. I am excited about one of our segments today. We are talking about sad boy vibes, breakup songs, and we got a million other things to talk to you guys about today. So it's going to be a fun one.
First things first, if you notice, you can actually see my face this time, and that's because we got upgrades, or at least I got an upgrade.
I'm working on my upgrade.
Danny's working on his upgrade.
I'm in my house now. Woo! I got Wi-Fi. We're stepping up in the world.
That good old Wi-Fi, that Wi-Fi.
Good old Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
All right now.
Yeah. Also,
yes,
we now have an email address, so if you want us to listen to any of your songs ahead of time or just want us to listen to your songs and give reviews, or you want to be a guest on the podcast, hit us up at breeblahopodcast@gmail.com. That's a mouthful, say right there. And also, we now have a TikTok, which let me put that one up because that one I think it's a little bit different. It's pretty much the same thing. But now that we have videos, we can now start posting on TikTok.
We can get some content out to you guys.
You can see our lovely faces. So,
to see this beautiful face and that beautiful face.
So the for our TikTok is bree.bleh.o.pod, which I might just get rid of the dots in there. But
I would get rid of the dots.
I will do that after this episode. But that's where you can find us at is Bree Blah O Pod on TikTok. You can find us at the Bree Blah O Podcast on Instagram. And we gave out the email earlier. I'm not even going to try to say that one again.
breeblahO@gmail.com.
Exactly. Thank you, Danny, for covering us. And also sponsored, but not sponsored by Liquid Death. Please sponsor.
And LaCroix.
I like how blurred out LaCroix. It's still blurring it out.
I did it on purpose. They can't get me.
No, they can't. But no, seriously, Liquid Death, if you are listening, please sponsor us because I have started drinking Liquid Death also with the Death Dust. That stuff.
Tell us about it, Tyler.
It's on Amazon. You know how you go get like just your regular packets of like whatever flavor stuff? That's what this is. But it's by Liquid Death and it's called Death Dust. Nothing's more metal than that. Okay? And
we're here for metal.
Exactly, we're here for metal. And tonight I'm drinking Convicted Melon, which is actually pretty good. I would almost
I've tried that one before.
melonade. Or melonade. Wow.
Melonade.
It's like a strawberry watermelon flavor. But
awesome. I am drinking.
Oh, now.
I'm drinking lime LaCroix with zero sweetener, 0 calories, and 0 sodium, and all the taste of flat Sprite.
Nice. Also, while I have this here, the Death Dust flavors come in Mango Chainsaw, Convicted Melon, like I said, for the first one, and if I can find one of these that I can read. That's being a pain right now. What's the last flavor? Nope, I can't find that there. It's like a lime, and I can't read it. Oh, wait, I could probably read this one. Severed Lime.
Awesome.
I all the other ones are really easy to read, but they were just like, for the Severed Line, they're like, let's make this impossible to read it.
Let's make it impossible for you guys. Figure it out on your own.
Exactly. Well, with all that stuff out of the way, something I realized that we didn't do in the last episode. We didn't plug our own Instagrams and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We probably should do that.
You go first.
So mine is at NunyoBiznos on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. And I'm not kidding. That is what it is. It's NunBizznoss.
I think you forgot the yo.
I think I did. But you get the idea. I don't need to spell it.
You get the idea.
But you understand that it's not a joke. It is literally NunyoBiznos. It's NOSS at the end.
All right. And on Instagram, Vitola_Danny. It's a lot easier than NunyoBiznos. And on TikTok, thank you. And on TikTok, I am Danny V. I'll have to double check that, but I think that's
I can double check that one for you real quick because, funny enough, I followed you with the podcast one. Okay, now it's it's Danny Vitola.
Yeah, it's Danny Vitola. It was close enough. That's my Cash App. I am Danny V17, I am Danny V. So, if you want to keep the lights on and the Wi-Fi going,
and you can send well, you know what? Let's throw a Cash App out there too. Mine is NunyoBiznos as well. Same exact thing. Don't try my Venmo because I got locked out of it.
Amen.
And that wasn't by choice. It's because I didn't update my phone number, and I'm permanently out of that account now for whatever reason. But anyways, we are getting very sidetracked here.
Sidetracked like crazy.
We went from
let's steer the ship back.
Yeah, we went from fake sponsors to our Cash App. All right. Anyways, it is time for some good old fashion reviews.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
A lot of stuff came out recently.
A lot of stuff that I have missed and a couple songs that I have not missed.
So I'm just going to run down the ones that, sorry to call you out, Danny, the ones that you missed. Actually, there's a couple on here that I'm going to pull up that I had written down, but I didn't think we would get to anyways. So if you listen to one of these, let me know, and we'll do one of these here. So, Diamonds to Dust, Child of the King.
Give it up for our Northeast boys right there. Best Christian deathcore in the scene right now.
Yes.
Absolutely killing it. Love those guys.
Yeah. So good. Christian was on the show right after Danny's episode. So there's that. Fun fact.
I met him at a Conviction show 2 days before the Conviction show we were at.
Oh, really?
I just followed. Yeah, I followed that. I followed Convictions for like two shows on that little run right there.
Nice. We have another. Words are hard right now. We have New Jersey Boys' first ever release. Well, not first ever release. Sorry, their debut EP, Hollow Sanctum Paramount, which is like a
Jersey Boys.
They're Jersey Boys.
What part of Jersey? Do we know what part of Jersey they're from?
I can look here real quick. That is a good question. I would say they're like deathcore meets metalcore a bit. More so on the deathcore side. But they do have their sings. They have a couple singy parts. I know they have their first, not their first show, but their EP release show is next Saturday. No, this Saturday. Sorry, this Saturday the 24th. Which I don't know if the episode will be out by then. But if you are listening, go check them out. Go to their show. It just says New Jersey Metalcore. Does not say
go follow some New Jersey metalcore. The best of the best come out of Jersey.
I mean, Lorna came out of there for crying out loud.
Lorna came out of Danny Vitola came out of
Fit for an Autopsy. Pretty sure they're Jersey.
Are they? I forget if they are. If they are, that's amazing.
I think they are. I don't remember. Like Moths to Flames, Paradigm Trigger, and there was another song with that one. I don't remember what that one was called. What else do I have on here? Red Teeth by Dealer.
Ooh,
which it should be fun to have it should be a crime to have Dealer and Alpha Wolf come out in the same year.
It is insane, and I cannot wait.
I can't either. That's gonna be good. Some other ones that we're gonna call Danny out on here real quick is. I can't read my own chicken scratch. Backfire by Throne. I wrote Blackfire. Nope, it's Backfire. Backfire by Throne. Easily Erased by Boundaries, which Boundaries has a new album coming out this year, and I am hyped for it.
I'm gonna check it out when it comes out.
What was the other one on here? I think. Oh, and the Last 10 Seconds of Life's album, No Name Grave, which I believe was the first album this year that I was looking forward to, and has already made it on the top 10 list, but there's a lot of year left.
Okay.
See where that ends
Amen.
up. It was a good album. I'll just give a quick review of it real quick. Good album. I'm not a big fan of the Last 10 Seconds of Life, but with their new vocalist, I liked him a whole lot better. I think Tyler, their current vocalist, I like his tones better. I think he does a better job. He has one part in Body of a Bastard where it's like a almost screamy thing. It's very much a scream, but it's got tones to it, and I like that a lot.
Kind of that Sam Carter vibe.
Yeah, my only complaint I have with this entire album is, I don't remember which tracks it is, but there's a couple tracks where there's about 5 to 10 seconds of like dead air at the end, unless if there's something that they stuck like way underneath and I can't hear it because I don't crank my earbuds like that. Mm-hmm. But that's my only complaint is songs, a couple of them towards the end just take too long to end. But you know what? It's a good album. Otherwise, go check it out. And go let the boys over at the Last 10 Seconds of Life know that you came from the Brie Blatto podcast. I can't speak. Danny, talk for a second. Go.
We are going to talk about Darko US, their new single, Bunny Suit. And if you like Darko, it's another Darko song.
Who doesn't like Darko to begin with?
Who doesn't like? You're stupid if you don't like Darko. Yeah. And I stand on that business. Tyler
does not agree with Danny. Does not condone Danny's actions. No, I'm kidding. No, I get it if you don't like Darko because there is a bit of like that weirdness to it. But I feel like Darko's either you love him or you hate him. There's like not really much in between.
Yeah, if you
either love them, you hate them, or they grow on you.
Yeah, and if you are a fan of just trippy instrumentals, Tom Barber sounding like 27 different animals in a 3.5 minute, 4 minute span.
And singing like an angel.
Singing like an angel, too. Props to Mr. Barber right there for absolutely smashing that one out of the park. Complete out of left field with that entire song. Was not expecting a clean section. But it's a nice little chill, clean section, and Tom just sings you to sleep. It's beautiful. And then by the time you fall asleep, because his voice is like an angel, then he wakes you up really, really fast with just another crazy breakdown. So that
vocal there at the end where it's just like he's going with the rhythm of the kick and the guitar is just nuts.
I love when like just the syncopation with the vocals and the drums and the guitars, just all of it just right on there. When it's done, because I've seen it done wrong, when they have like a band will have the right idea, but they don't pull it off successfully. Darko just says, "Through you guys, watch this." Bam. That's Darko.
Oh yeah. Now, a question for you here, real quick, before we move on, or if you just want to stay here for a bit. But my question for you is, what out of the 3 singles that they have put out for their upcoming release, what's been your favorite single so far?
I'm tied between Shanghai and Bunny Suit. Every song is just top tier, better than the previous record, which is hard to top. And that album is better than the first album, which was hard to top.
Yeah.
So they don't know how to write a bad song, but I think I might have to take Bunny Suit on this one.
Okay.
All
right.
I'm a sucker for cleans too. As much as I love heavy stuff, when you get like that interruption, and you just get it right in there, I'm all for it.
That's fair. For me,
about you?
I'd have to go with Shanghai. Just the intro. As soon as I heard that intro, it's like the
coffee shop kind of
like
vibe.
The dubstep. Well, I was gonna say that, and then it goes into like that dubstep beat, and then it's like the little rappy part. I was like, I'm sold. I don't need to hear the rest of the song. And then just when it kicks in, it's like, oh, this is disgusting.
And it's like, oh, there's still 4 minutes left in this, and we're a minute into this.
Yeah. No, I think that one definitely is my favorite, probably favorite Darko song yet, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was probably the most Darko I've jammed, was that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and last but certainly not least, we are leaving the king for the end. World Divided. Daniel.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
We're not worthy. Just when I think I have a good idea and I want to write something, Daniel releases it. Daniel is steps ahead of everybody. And even with it being more of a quote unquote commercial track, it's a lot softer. It's more of like a radio song.
Yeah.
Which was kind of the vibe, just that sad boy, you're single on Valentine's Day. And I wasn't expecting the breakdown in it. I thought he was going to keep it clean the entire song. I would have been perfectly fine with that too. The breakdown towards the end just kind of completes it. And Daniel's vocal patterns and his melodies, he continues to surprise me. And it's going to be that way for a really long time. World Divided is a force to be reckoned with, and people need to get on board fast. Because when he's already blown up, but when it happens where he just explodes, I can't wait. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we finally get that World Divided show. That would be sick. I would love to see it. He's told me ideas for it. Obviously, not going to go into it here, but yeah, it's going to be cool when it finally happens, and I'm excited to be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. I'll go to the show. I don't care. That's how I'm a part of it. I don't want to miss it. Like, I will travel however far I got to go to that show.
Mm-hmm.
So, super stoked about that. Props to Daniel. Go listen to Apocalypse by World Divided. It's a great song. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Why are you still listening to the podcast? Pause the podcast. Go listen to Apocalypse. Come back. Hear what else we got to talk about tonight.
And then go back and listen to the first episode where Daniel was on as well. Boom. Full circle. It's just we support him. And then it comes back to, hey, listen to an older episode of us to support us. And you know what? It works out perfectly.
And you did it all for free.
All for free.
All for free.
All for free. Unlike this Liquid Death here that I had to pay for. Please, Liquid Death, sponsor us.
Sponsor us. I will sponsor us, please. And LaCroix. And I'm trying to make sure it stays blurry. If I bring it closer, we'll be good. Or if I hide my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely clipping that part and using that. I don't care if even if they don't just send us stuff, if they give us like 50% off, I'll be happy.
I'd be fine. I'd be fine with 2% off.
Well,
give me my 2 pennies.
I want at least a little bit of a discount. 2%.
Well, so do I, but 2 pennies, that makes a difference.
It does. It does.
That's 2 thoughts right there. A penny for your thoughts.
Exactly. Or
what else we got going on tonight?
Or that's just your opinion. 2 cents is your opinion sometimes too.
That's true.
Yeah. All right.
So give us a lot of opinions.
Yeah. The last song, I forgot about this one until I just looked down my list. Left to Suffer. Lost in the Dark featuring Paleface Swiss. Holy crap.
I'll be honest, I haven't listened to it yet. I have been so busy. I'm going to listen to it right when we finish recording this episode tonight while I'm driving. And yeah, exciting. It's 2 of the heaviest bands in the scene right now. So from the perspective of someone who hasn't listened to it yet, but listens to Paleface and listens to Left to Suffer, I'm pretty stoked about it.
The chorus is going to get stuck in your head. I'm just telling you now. That chorus will get stuck in your head. And when Paleface comes in, it is the most brutal part of that song. And the part I always laugh at is when Zelly at the end goes, I'm trying to remember, I think he says, let me look it up. I'm pretty sure he says, like, all right, Barber, bring it back or something like that. Like, just calling it out. Like, love that.
That's
Lost
awesome.
Dark lyrics. Left to Suffer. Ooh, sweet. Oh, and if you search it, comes up either Left to Suffer or Paleface.
Ooh.
Verse 1, chorus. Here we go. Oh, yeah, he said, oh, never mind. He didn't say Barber. He says, come on, brother, take over again. No, I'm pretty sure he says Barber. Come on, Barber,
We'll go
take
with
over.
Barber.
I'm pretty sure it's Barber because it would make sense because it's Taylor Barber.
Yeah.
Who's the vocals. Yeah, that song from the first second to the last second, so good. The only complaint I had is the release date because it was the day after my birthday. I was like, come on, really?
It couldn't push it back one day.
Nope.
Well, it came out at 11 p.m. on your birthday, Central Standard Time. So for me, it came out on your birthday.
True. I mean, I even commented. I was like, really? You guys could have done it a day earlier? And they're like, sorry. And they wished me a happy birthday. I was like, all right, cool.
You made up for it. Good job.
You did. You did. I was like, I can't say mad at them.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so that's all the new releases.
Tell us what we're doing now.
Well,
what's next?
Give me a second. I didn't get my thoughts collected yet, and you just try and jump into the next thing.
You wanted a co-host.
I did want a co-host. I did. This is what I asked for. But yeah. So that's all the releases. I mean, I'll try to keep up with all the new releases, and Danny, I will try to be better at letting you know what comes out and be like, you need to listen to this right now.
I am in my own world down here because I'm so busy that I check my release radar on Spotify every Friday, and I'm just like, all right, I'll scroll through, see what catches my eye. Cool, add to liked. But yeah,
release radar is not the greatest. I use Discover because that usually, like, if you scroll down a little bit further to Discover, it gives you all the stuff. But also, shout out to this page, Foxcore. Always has the new singles coming out for every day that there's a single coming out. And sometimes he knows the inside scoop and knows when the single's coming out that band hasn't announced yet until the next day.
They did that with Invent Animate. When Sleepless Deathbed, they told us like 3 weeks before it came out.
Yep. Oh, I love that page. I
love them.
It's so, like, I get when, I mean, I like when the band announces it, but also I like knowing ahead of time too, so I can plan stuff out.
Yeah. Also
get even more hype.
Also, shout out to Semper Metellum. Or I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't.
I think you said it right.
Semper Metellum for they every week they're like, this is what's coming out at midnight. Get ready. And I'm just like, I didn't know this was coming out tonight. Thank you. So they are top tier. Go follow them on Instagram, TikTok. If they have a TikTok, I'm not sure. Go follow. They do.
They have every social media.
Go for it. Follow them on everything. They are the goats. I know Mateo. He's my boy. I've known him for years now. And so super sick. They are arguably one of the best, if not the best, page for just metal content right now on Instagram. They cover every subgenre, everything. They put Loudwire to shame.
They put a lot of those like big metal news outlets to shame.
Yeah.
They're like,
go support
in
the
it,
boys.
And it's not just all about the big metal bands. It's like they get in there with some of the young bands that are coming up.
Yeah. So
if you want something that's not just Lamb of God, Metallica, Slipknot, and whatever big name metal band, go check out Semper Metallum because you can find good music from them too.
And if you are looking for some amazing Christian, specifically Christian metal, we can't talk about Christian metal anymore without bringing up Kingdom Core. So go follow Kingdom Core. I've been with Kingdom Core since they were Aggressive Worshipers. There you go, Sean. And Sean has taken this brand leaps and bounds and levels more than I think even he thought it would go at a certain point. And he is just posting every single day. I have found so many new bands that I probably never would have heard of if it wasn't for Kingdom Core. So you want some faith-based, punch you in the face? Well, faith-based, punch you in the face. That kind of rhymed. I might switch genres. I might switch genres for a song. But so go follow the boys. We all just support each other. Go follow the boys.
I'm still a little bitter at Kingdom Core because I sent him a message and he never got back to me on if he wanted to be a guest on the podcast.
I'll text him.
See, this is why I brought you on as a co-host, because I knew you could get the interviews that I've been trying to get.
Because most of them are just my friends now. You guys want to come on the podcast? At some point,
but I'm just like, I need Danny to be the pool here. Like, I've been trying for so long. I message these people, they get back to me, and then I respond back, and then I never hear back again. Definitely not calling out a band that I've known for a while, and anyways.
Anyway.
All right. So this is our last segment of the show. It's probably the one that we've been most looking forward to. And before we get into it, if there are segments you want to hear from us or topics you want us to discuss, please let us know on our social medias. And also, we do have a fun segment that we are collecting stuff for called Ask a Musician, where Danny will answer questions as serious or as goofy as he wants. So please submit your questions for Danny. And once we have enough, we will start asking him those questions, which I cannot wait for that.
I am excited. I am going to have no idea what the questions are until Tyler asks me or tells me what the question is.
Exactly.
So,
unless if you somehow break into my Instagram and you see all this stuff, Yeah,
I'll just get my FBI agent to help me out with that one. I named him Tom this month. I think I get a new guy every month.
Okay. Oh, you get a new guy every month? Oh, man. Lucky you. I'm still stuck on the same one. I've been trying to get rid of him for a long time now. All right. Well,
Sad boy breakup songs. Ooh, yes. I'm excited. I'm happy to talk about the music that made me cry 6 years ago.
Exactly. And what's really funny is, in order to find these songs, I just went back to my Spotify Wrapped of 2018. Some of these were not in my top 10, but some of them were. And you know what? Yeah. That was a fun time.
It was a great time in our lives.
Graduated high school, got my wisdom teeth out, and got broken up the day after I got my wisdom teeth out.
Graduated high school, got really depressed. Got cheated on. I don't think she'll listen to this podcast.
We can just edit that part out.
We'll edit that part out just for safety.
Yep. All right. Danny, do you want me to start, or do you want to start this list?
You go for it. I think actually, I want to see if we have one of the same songs, and I think we do.
I didn't put these in any order. I just literally just went through. It's like, oh, that song, that song, that song. So these are in no particular order. These are just good, old-fashioned breakup songs. I mean, there are some newer breakup songs out there that would be good, but I didn't put any of those down because I just went to the year that it all went down. Anyways, the first one I got, we're probably it's definitely on your list. At least one of the songs from this album.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to Dead Weight by Wage War.
We're on the same album right now. Let's see if you say the right one. I'm pretty sure you're going to say. I mean, I'm together on 3.
Well, okay. I have 2 from this album on. I have 2 from this album on here.
Okay.
It was the lead single.
Okay. Yeah. Stitch.
Yeah. Is that the one that you were thinking of too?
No.
Okay.
I'm probably
So
thinking
it's
of the other one.
The other one. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to make us look like idiots. We're like, yeah, let's say it at the same time, and then say two.
It's like, yeah, Stitch.
But yes. So no, it's Stitch was the first one that popped up. But yeah, I mean, it's the funny thing is the first two Wage War albums are just breakup songs for the most part. I mean, the first album not so much. There's like one breakup song in there, but the second album is you could almost pick any song off there and just make it a breakup song.
What was the breakup song on Blueprints?
The River.
Oh yeah.
Which that's also on my list, and we'll just get that one out of the way now. Yeah, that. Well, I mean, I have a tat. I can't show it now because I got my sweatpants on, but I have a tattoo from the lyrics of The River. Why? Danny, please save me. Please save me.
I'm gonna save you. And we're gonna have to just edit this. We gotta edit this part out.
Oh, no.
All right. Johnny Cash, Off Dead Weight by Wage War.
Yes, sir.
Perfect break. And I am gonna, if I may be so bold, Johnny Cash stripped version. Because the stripped version, in my opinion, hits harder as a breakup song than the original because you get even more emotion out of it. So,
when did that version come out? The stripped version.
2018. When
was it 18?
Yeah, I was still in high school. We both were still in high school. We graduated the same year. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm double checking that right now just to make sure.
It came out February. It might have came out on Valentine's Day of 2018.
You know what?
But I know
it came
out. But it was definitely February 2018 they released the stripped version.
Yep, it was February 14th, 2018.
I'm the GOAT.
You are. You know your release date's better than I do.
I was in practice for my musical for my senior year, and I'm getting ready to get in my costume as Lord Farquaad, listening to the acoustic version of Johnny Cash. Just, I want to feel the love. All right, let's go sing about being short and not liking Shrek.
See, of all the musicals that you could have said, that was not the one I was thinking you were going to say.
Oh, dude, I went nuts. I loved it. I had these. I'm going off track with this.
That's fine.
Because Lord Farquaad is short.
Yep.
I did the entire musical on my knees. I had to.
Yeah.
So the two musicals I was in prior to that, my sophomore year and junior year, I was a normal sized human being. So I had to dance and everything in those shows, and I hate dancing. But with this show, I couldn't dance that much. So one of my moves, and I didn't plan this, but it just happened. It's opening night of the musical, and there's this big choreography happening. Like I have these backup dancers, the Duloc dancers, and I'm Lord Farquaad. So my legs are kind of like Velcroed onto my actual legs. Mm-hmm. So I just grabbed them, started swinging them around like that.
You want to know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? So the homeschool group that does a bunch of shows that I did stage crew for this past year, they did Shrek. The funny thing is, their Lord Farquaad basically did the same thing.
He probably saw me do it, and that's why he wanted
exactly.
to do
That's probably what happened. Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
My senior show was Fiddler on the Roof, so talk about a depressing one.
My little sister did Fiddler on the Roof years ago.
But the very next... All right, yeah. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked.
We're going way too off track.
All right.
My next one.
Yeah, because I did too. You do too. Let's go for it.
The Boys, right there in Convictions. Deceptive Heart.
You stole that off my list.
I probably did, because, yeah. Deceptive Heart. Banger. Cried.
It is.
I remember it came out maybe like 2 months after I saw them, or a month after I saw them for the first time, and I was like, okay.
There, I got the album that's off of the Hope for the Broken logo.
Heck yeah.
First tattoo that I got.
My first tattoo is my Convictions logo.
Convictions for the win. First tattoos.
I love those boys. They have helped me in a million different ways, and I just feel like I continue to I owe them because they have helped me so much.
Now,
all right, what is your
I'm gonna one up you here real quick before we get to the next one. If you already have this one, do you have the Purple Deceptive Heart shirt?
I had it. I turned it into a cutoff, and then I lost it like 3 years ago, and I was so upset. But I remember seeing you wear that shirt at the show that night, and I was like,
I still have mine. The second those went on sale, I was like, I gotta buy it. I gotta get it. Oh, there goes Danny's video.
Oh, coming back.
All right, that's fine.
Just tried calling. Here I am.
You're good. You're good. What is this face I'm making? Eh. All right. The next one I have, I'm not going to say the actual title of this one because I haven't dropped this word on the podcast yet, and I'm not planning on dropping it tonight.
Amen.
But it's called F Love by All That Remains.
I haven't heard that song in so long.
I haven't either, but I forgot that even existed, and I was like, you know what? That's a good one. And I remember when that came out. That's like that's a good pissed off breakup song.
It is. It is a great song.
So I mean, besides the F-bomb in it, it's a great song.
Yeah. Let me think. Another one. I'm gonna get some heat for this one, I think. But I'm gonna name 3 because they were on like that constant cycle, and they're all by the same artist. You're gonna laugh at me. Chemical Prisoner, Rolling Stone, and The Drug in Me Is You by Falling in Reverse.
Rolling Stone, which one's that?
Just let me go, I'm on my own, a rolling stone, and I'm in the zone.
I actually don't think I know that one. Surprisingly.
It's a banger.
I mean, everybody knows The Drug in Me Is You. Everybody knows that one. That's
why I said that one last.
Yeah, that's definitely like a good breakup song too.
It's a good breakup song. But at those 3, I was a custodian. I was a junior custodian, or student custodian, they called us. I worked for my school district while I was still in high school, and I worked at one of the middle schools as the trash guy. So they had their regular janitors that would go around and like actually clean. And my job was just to take the trash out every day, 3 hours a day. It was a great like first job in high school. I absolutely loved it. And people just keep calling me. This is not fun. My goodness. I thought
we're looking at it.
We're getting no more calls. It's on Do Not Disturb.
Nice.
But yeah, great songs. They got me through that time, though. Like just listening to those 3 because my ex got me into Falling in Reverse. And in my head at the time, I was like, this is going to get her back. She doesn't know I'm listening to these songs right now, but this is going to get her back.
So, real quick, quick side note here. There was 2 bands I couldn't listen to after my breakup, and that was A Day to Remember and Starset. And still to this day, I have a hard time with Starset. I can do them, but it's tough. But I can do A Day to Remember, no problem now.
I'll also get called out for this one probably. I'm not that big on Starset. I like them. I don't dislike them. But I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, they're there. They're killing it. Good for them. Yeah. But like, they've never piqued my interest. Yeah.
They've only had one album that really piqued my interest, and it was, I don't remember which one it is. I'm not going to take the time to look it up right now. But yeah. So
I liked the song they did with Breaking Benjamin. What was that, like 2 years ago or something?
Oh, yeah, it was probably something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So, Really enjoyed that. My next breakup song is actually going to be My Own Grave by As I Lay Dying.
Dude, you took another one off.
Yes!
Breakup songs.
Woohoo! I'm always one for a good comeback story. And As I Lay Dying had the comeback album of the year in 2019, but they had the comeback song of the year in 2018 when they released their first single in, God, what was it? 8 or 9 years, 8 years maybe?
I think it was
7
or 8 years.
7 or 8 years, and shocked the world with the original lineup, and that didn't last long. And My Own Grave, I went nuts. I was like, holy crap, I never thought As I Lay Dying would ever come together again.
Yeah.
I got to see them with Amur and After the Burial at the TLA in Philly on
you went to that
tour. Yeah, I went to that lineup. And that was the first time, probably the last time, hopefully not the last time, no, because I'd love to go see As I Lay Dying again. You could cancel me in the comments. I'm just jealous
that you got to see Amir, because I've been wanting to see Amir.
Yeah, that entire lineup was just sick all night long. I was on the barricade just going nuts. And yeah, so My Own Grave. Still You Diggin' by Of Mice and Men. That was one of the first songs I actually learned how to play on guitar
nice.
Too. And but okay, let me take that back. Not just Still You Diggin', the entire Flood album, the Redux, with the Calm the Storm, the Depths, or the Flood, the Depths, and then it goes into the rest of the album. That is the right way to go. And also, when I was with Austin back in September, he said specifically the reissue or the deluxe version is his absolute favorite of Mice album. So it's a good breakup album.
Nice. I mean, not so nice, but nice. You know.
Yeah. It's like under the circumstances, nice.
Yeah. What's really funny is looking over my list, I can definitely tell I was a metalcore boy, like soft metalcore boy, because now the stuff I listen to puts this stuff to shame.
You put me to shame, and I'm the one touring.
I'm just like, oh, what's this new band? Oh, I can't read their logo, but they're pretty heavy.
They're pretty heavy. Okay. All right, random tree twigs. I like you guys.
Basically. All right, so for my next one, I have the Kings, Gideon, No Love, No One. Holy crap, that is a breakup song. That, like, out of all the songs on here, I think that tops, like, best breakup song ever.
Yes, it is a banger. Gosh, I miss Gideon. I haven't seen them since 2019.
Did you not see them when they were on tour with Wage War and While She Sleeps?
No, I didn't go to that leg of the tour.
Okay.
Because I was in Texas.
I saw them at Reverb, and Gideon blew out the subs that night. So
sounds about right.
It was an insanely loud concert for when Wage War came on.
I bet. Yeehaw.
Yep, the heaviest country band out there, Gideon.
Heaviest country band in the world, Gideon. All right, keeping up with kind of that theme. No, not really. I was going to try to segue it, but like the song is completely different. White Blood by Oh Wonder. You've probably never heard it.
Nope.
It is just it's a piano and it's a duet. And it's a great song. I can't go back and listen to it anymore. Like that's one of the songs where I'm like, it comes on and I get flashbacks and I'd probably get like a panic attack. But it came on when I was driving like 2 months ago with Ezriella in the car, and I was just like, skip. And she goes, oh no, I like that song. And I was like, oh, cool. And just kept my eyes on the road and I didn't go back. I didn't give in. I was like, I'm not going to tell her. So, babe, if you listen to the podcast.
Now you know why.
Now you know why. But that was a good one. Keeping it heavy though. A great breakup song for me back in the day. I'm trying to think. There were some in like 2019, 2020 that kind of just hit a little bit harder than the rest. And the last one that I have is If We Were Ghosts by Of Mice and Men off Defy. And it's not really a breakup song per se, but that was the song that I gravitated to during my breakup. The song is about loss. The song actually was written after Chester Bennington passed away. This is what Aaron Pauley told me when I was with him after a show one night. And he said, yeah, the reason like that song's actually about me missing Chester. And I was like, I had no clue that was what that was about. So solid song. It deals with themes of loss, and that was a really great song. And actually, I'm sorry, not this one is my last one, and it is To Sleep Is to Feel by Convictions.
I don't actually know that. Which album?
It's off Hope for the Broken.
Okay.
Towards the end of the album.
Okay. If I listen to it, I would know it, but it's one of those I can't think of it off the top of my head.
The chorus was, if I could fall asleep tonight.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right. So I got a couple more here. Let me just get the I Prevail ones out of the way. So I have.
Again, I Prevail.
Yeah. Well, because their music nowadays is kind of sucky. This is off their only good album, Lifelines. But so the couple I have from here are Stuck in Your Head, Alone. What was the other one that I listened to a lot during that time? My Heart I Surrender. Those were the ones that like.
My Heart I Surrender is a banger. I am going to call you out for saying that the album that came right after that.
I hated that one.
What?
I hated it.
That is my favorite I Prevail album.
I saw that one live, and it sucked live.
Well, they weren't in the best place mentally and physically.
No, but also they were before, or they were after Beartooth, but before A Day to Remember. And I'm like, Beartooth came out swinging, and I Prevail just kind of felt meh.
That's fair.
It felt like a lot more like sad boy songs, and not.
Yeah.
Like they played a couple heavy ones, but it wasn't like the good stuff, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Great breakup song. So if you are unfortunate,
hey, I'm not done yet.
Not.
I got more. I got more.
Oh, sorry.
I got at least 3 more if I count it.
Okay.
Right. Never Forever by Chelsea Grin.
Okay, that
was off the album right before Tom Barber came on.
Yeah, that was right before Dead Rose or Eternal Nightmare.
Yeah, that song was on repeat.
Dead Rose.
Oh,
Dead Rose was on repeat.
That's a good one. Hear Me Now, which I can't remember what the feature was on that one, but by Bad Wolves.
Okay.
And then last but not least, we're taking it back to a time when I was a wee little lad. And I didn't know what metal was, but this song came out in 2002. I think it was 2002. It might be 2003. We're talking about the OG Christian metal band, Demon Hunter, My Heartstrings Come Undone.
Ooh,
by Demon Hunter. I forgot too. Is Carry Me Down. That's another good one. Forgot about that.
Okay.
And I Am a Stone. You know what? We're just going to throw I Am a Stone in there too, because those are like. Yes, they're more ballady, but those are good breakup songs.
Not my breakup song, but it was my brother's breakup song. I know he's never going to listen to the podcast. Love you, Maya. And he, in high school, this girl broke up with him. It was his first girlfriend. And my brother doesn't like rock music that much, or as much as me. He likes rock. Let me rephrase. He likes Skillet, and he likes We As Human. And my brother's driving down the car. We're driving to my mom's house, and he's blasting "We Fall Apart" by We As Human, and then he starts playing "Say Goodbye" off Comatose. And at that point, I am trying not to laugh at my brother because I feel bad for him. But I'm like, it was. We got home that night, and I was like, "Really? Say Goodbye is your breakup one right now?" And he was like, "It's a good. Reminds me of our childhood." I'm like, "Okay, it's probably one of the more depressing Skillet songs, so it makes sense." But like, I miss depressing Skillet. Oh, I miss it. Please.
We need to bring back. We're gonna start a petition. Bring back sad emo.
Give me an album with songs like "Psycho in My Head" and "Save Me," and I'm gonna be okay. Really, Skillet can give me a rap album, and I'm gonna be like, "This is it. This is it." Oh, "Whispers in the Dark."
Yeah.
Who can forget Whispers? Great breakup song. Great.
So many. We could go on and on and on about this.
Yeah. But yeah, perfect breakup song. I absolutely loved it. I still love Whispers. I love everything Skillet has. I was listening to their old album, their first album, self-titled, last night when I was getting a shower, and I'm over here just going crazy. I'm like, I can. Because that first song is the best Skillet song out of the first 3 records. Off self-titled, "Hey You," and
Alien Youth.
Was Alien Youth next, or was Invincible?
No, it wasn't Invincible.
It was Alien Youth and then Invincible, and then
I would almost argue that Best Kept Secret's better.
Yeah, Best Kept Secret. Best Kept Secret. I was listening to that last night too. I just went down like a Skillet rabbit hole pre-Collide. Because I don't do that often.
Well, you went even like pre-Alien Youth and stuff too.
Yeah, you're supposed to go back to the first album. Come on now.
Here, fun fact: as soon as I open up AirBuds, this is the first thing that pops up. Danny loves listening to Skillet. 25 tracks in the last 24 hours. And if we go to mine, oh, nice. Impending Doom, 18 tracks.
Okay, you know why I listened to 25 Skillet songs last night?
Because it was the same 3 songs on repeat?
No. I put on Unleashed.
Okay.
The deluxe version, because I was just deep cleaning the house last night, so I had my AirPods in, and I'm just deep cleaning, and then then Out of Hell came on, and I grabbed my remote control, and I had the best concert in the world. Acting like I was the vocalist. I put John Cooper to shame last night.
I'm trying to go through AirBuds real quick, see if I can get exposure for anything else, but it doesn't look like it. Because it's all like other people that I'm friends with on it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I got Gasoline and Kill Me, Heal Me.
Kill me, heal me.
Well, I think that'll do it for this episode.
It's a good place to call it. Thank you guys for watching the Brie Blat O podcast, or if you're listening to it. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day.
Stay tuned for more new episodes. We will be a whole lot more consistent, as you can already see. We will try to keep up to date on releases. Let us know if there's anything you want us to check out, or if you are a band, please hit us up at our email at brieblatopodcast@gmail.com. Yes. Send us your song that you want us to listen to, review, albums, EPs, or if you want to be a guest on the podcast. You can find us on Instagram at I think it starts with the. On Instagram,
It's Brie Blat O podcast.
Is it just Brie Blat? Okay. All right. Thank you, Danny, for covering that. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's Brie Blat O podcast, or on TikTok at Brie Blat O pod. You can find me at Nando Business on Instagram, or if you want to see what I'm listening to, you can find me on AirBuds, which I forget that even exists, at Tyler.Noss.
And if you want to stay up to date with everything going on in my crazy, hectic life, follow me, Vitola_Danny on Instagram and Danny Vitola on TikTok. Fun fact, spoiler alert, I am working on a ton of vocal covers the next couple of weeks. So hopefully by next month, I'll be able to start releasing a lot of content daily on TikTok. So,
Nice.
and I'm going to put them on Instagram for Reels too. Some of them, but all of them will end up on TikTok.
Nice.
So,
and one last note before we go, Liquid Death, please sponsor us because I love your products. Danny's over here with his imitation Liquid Death. No, but seriously though, Liquid Death, please sponsor us because I would love to be sponsored and have an excuse to have your products on the show and just do ad reads all the time.
We'll do them. I'll read whatever you tell me.
You know what? You know what? We don't even need to be sponsored by them. We will just start doing it. No. I don't want to get in legal trouble for that.
I feel like we get in trouble for that one.
We would. We probably would. But it's not. We won't get in legal trouble for just saying, please sponsor us because there's a lot of people.
Everybody does that.
Everybody does that. That would be like me saying, hey, I blanked on the band name. I wanted to say Blood Omens, and then I want to say Bad Blood. I'm like, nope, that's not it.
Nope.
Shoot, what's the band name now that I'm trying to think?
Bloodlines or Bad Omens?
Bloodlines, that's what it's. Bloodlines. Bloodlines, please sponsor us. Oh, my word, I can't believe. Blood Omens, please sponsor us. Ugh.
Blood Omens. Oh, that sounds like a fun tour.
Yeah, I'm in Bloodlines. Anyways, on that note, thank you guys for listening. Thanks for dealing with me not knowing how to speak half the time, and yeah.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one.
On the Bree Blet O podcast, the Live, Laugh, Love of Metal.
Woohoo!